welcome to another video. I hope that everyone's having a wonderful day, whether it's morning, afternoon, nighttime, whatever the vibes are. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. So as you guys saw in the beginning, I went ahead and already prepped my skin, just kind of moisturized, did the gua sha, however you say it. And then, as you can see in the title, I just thought we would get together today, do a little chit chat, get ready with me, and kind of give you guys some updates. Like, I am 27 weeks and about 5 days pregnant, so I'm almost 28 weeks, and I have literally like some stuff I want to fill you guys in on. Like, I got like this stuff from the hospital now, like paperwork I need to fill out, like how I want my delivery to go, and so on and so forth. So I thought I would just share with you guys what I'm gonna do for my delivery, how I'm feeling, kind of give you guys a pregnancy update, and answer some like frequently asked questions that pregnant women get. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. And I'm also going to go ahead and share with you guys what makeup products I'm using, just in case you are interested. So like when I first started makeup, I was like one of those people where I loved makeup, but I didn't want to do it because I felt like I was going to be terrible. Like for the longest time, just the thought of being terrible at doing makeup it didn't allow me to actually do makeup, but I wanted to for so long. And then when I finally just like got up the courage and actually started doing makeup, definitely I look at pictures and I knew in the moment like I was looking like a hot mess, but it's okay because then now I feel like I have kind of a better routine. I feel really confident in my makeup routine. And so I feel like if you are a person like that, where, maybe you're not super into makeup, but you want to, have days where you can get more dolled up. Like that was how I was. Like I wasn't ever a type of person that wanted to wear makeup every day. But I wanted to be able to put on a face if I wanted to, you know what I mean? Like going to a dance or going on a date or whatever this case may be. Like I wanted to be able to do that for myself if I wanted to. So that's where I was. Like that was my starting point in makeup. And I would say that I would give it like natural vibes. I love a natural look. I am exploring a bit more. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I did some like eyeliner look the other day, and I did an inner corner moment, and that was super fun. Like I felt really empowered doing that because it just makes you feel like and walking out in the streets like that, like I'm like, okay, like look at me, you know what I mean? But I'm like, there's definitely work that I need to do to perfect that look, but it's okay. Like we don't have to be professionals. Like no one said that we're professional makeup artists, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to be the greatest to enjoy what we did and just to enjoy the process of doing it. Like I feel like a lot of times we stop ourselves from doing things simply off the fact that we're not perfect at it, or we're not at someone else's level at it, when in fact, first of all, you're never going to get to that level if you don't just start. And second of all, like we don't have to want to be the best at it. Like we can just do it just because we enjoy it. So that's really what I'm like getting into 2023 is just doing more things just for the simple fact of, the fact that I enjoy them and not feeling like I have to be the best at anything, And yeah, so I start off with my Smashbox primer. This is in the Photo Finish Control Mattifying. So I recently got this. I used to not use a primer at all. I've heard really controversial things in regards to primers. Some people say they're worth the money, and some people say it's literally hogwash, like it's not even worth it. So my light went out. This is actually my first one, and I have been liking it so far. I do think it actually makes somewhat of a difference, so I have been enjoying it. I just put a tiny little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get into my pregnancy update, you guys. I cannot believe that I am 27 weeks pregnant. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and almost 28. Like, I'm almost 28 weeks pregnant. That is crazy. Like, and then you hear everyone say, like, you can have your baby 2 weeks, like 2 weeks before your due date or 2 weeks after your due date. So the fact that, like, potentially I could have little baby girl 2 weeks before my due date, which my due date is May 8th, is insane, because then that means she'll be coming in April, which is like, we're in freaking February, March, April. Like, dude, like, I can't believe this. Time has truly flown. Like, I'm like what? And I know, like, once she's here, time is gonna fly even faster, and she's just gonna grow so fast. So I'm trying to cherish every moment, you know, of her just being in my belly and us going through that process together. But I definitely, like, obviously, like, really want her here already. Like, I want my little bestie, you know what I mean? So right now I put on the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Absolutely love this stuff. Bomb.com. It just gives, like, a nice highlight under your makeup. It makes you glowy. Hence the natural vibes, natural look. Because I don't add any highlighter on top of my makeup. It's really just not my vibe. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I recently found out about this stuff, and oh my gosh, I'm in love, because I do not fill in my brows. I kind of want to, this is also part of the thing, like, I'm still working on it, but part of the reason I don't fill in my brows is because I'm not confident in filling in my brows, and I feel like it's just gonna look terrible on me. But yeah, but I don't know if I'll even enjoy it in the first place. But with the brow freeze, it did come with a Anastasia brow pen, and I got it in the soft brown, you guys. So should we try it out today? Like, why not? We'll just try it out today. We're just having fun with makeup. I have nowhere to be. I'm just doing a little look. So if it comes out good, wonderful. If it doesn't, don't judge me too hard. But yes, so back to the pregnancy update, you guys. So like I said, I am almost 28 weeks pregnant, and it's been really awesome, honestly. Like, overall, like, hearing, because, you know, when you get pregnant, this is my experience, like, I totally, like, started researching so much, watching so many YouTube videos, and that can be a bit much, not gonna lie, because everyone has their own experience. Like, pregnancy is so different for everyone, and even, like, within yourself, if you have multiple pregnancies, like, every single one of them can be different as well. So it's really hard just to hear everyone's different experience, because there's just so much out there. But I would say that from hearing people's experience, I have been really blessed. Like, I feel like I've had a really good pregnancy thus far, and even my doctor told me the other day, I had like a 27-week appointment, and she was like, how's everything going? And I, you know, told her everything's good. Like, I have nothing to say, really. And she was like, oh, wow, like, you were literally, like, my easiest patient so far. Like, my easiest patient. I was like, what? Like, what are other people going through? You know what I mean? So I'm just really blessed in that respect. But I will say, which I've already said before, like, definitely in the beginning, like, when I first got pregnant, first trimester vibes, that was very hard. Like, that was very hard. I was throwing up all the time, and I was feeling just not pathetic. I was just feeling terrible. Like, I was feeling terrible. I couldn't, like, get out of bed. Like, I just felt disgusting, honestly. But as I like went into my second trimester, then I definitely started feeling better, like, literally, like, I felt better. And then once I got into my third trimester, which I recently went into my third trimester, I did start feeling a bit sick again. Not at all how I felt in this first trimester. And thankfully I was, like, a little worried. I was like, oh my gosh, because I heard that, you know, you can start feeling like that again. Sorry guys, I need to look at my mirror down here a little closer. But I heard that you can start feeling like how you felt again in the third trimester. So I was like, oh no, because I was just so miserable. And then in the third trimester, like for like 3 days straight, I was feeling a little like sick, and I did throw up a few times. So I was like, oh crap, like I'm gonna be down for the count again, you know? But luckily that hasn't continued, and I've been feeling way, way better after those like 3 days of feeling a bit sick and stuff. So I just hope that that stays the same, but we'll see. But other than that, I've had like, you know, no crazy health issues. I just recently did that like glucose. I don't even know how to say it. Glucose. It's like such a tongue twister, but you guys know what I mean, hopefully. I recently did that test where you drink. Everyone's like, you drink this nasty drink. And so I did that. It was actually not gross to me. Why did I actually like it though? I got the orange one, and I swear it was cold. Like I swear they chilled mine. Excuse me, which like a lot of people were like, what? Like yours was cold, but I swear mine was cold. And anyways, it was actually good. Like thank you. 1 second, you guys. Mail. All right, I am back. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, the drink. So I drank the drink and it was literally not gross at all. Like, tell me why I actually enjoyed it. Like, I was thirsty and I was like, okay, I'm feeling hydrated. Like, I don't know. It was actually fire. But you know what was so weird? Was that I wasn't expecting it, but I had to stand like when I like went to the line in the laboratory to go get the drink, the lady like gives it to me, and then I was like, all right, like, you know, I was gonna go sit down and just drink my drink in the time limit, whatever. She was like, no, like you need to drink it right now. So she made me literally stand in front of everyone and like chug it real quick, which I just wasn't expecting. Like, tell me, you guys, like, was your experience like that? Like, is that normal? But so that's my experience, and no one told me that. And oh my gosh, you know what was so weird? Tell me why I'm just rambling to you guys right now, but you know what was so weird was that at the laboratory, when I was waiting for the freaking drink, this man, so I'm like standing here, and this man's coming towards my direction from like the bathroom that's in the laboratory. And as he's passing by, he's like a middle-aged man, maybe 40, 50, between there, right? He literally passes by and's like, this is like for good luck, and puts his hand casually on my belly and then keeps walking. Like, oh my gosh, like I was so like, and I totally like try to suck in my belly when I realized like what he was going for. But I was so taken aback, like how awkward that is to have a random man that you do not know randomly just touch your belly. Like, I wasn't ready at all, you guys. It was so weird. Like, you know, I don't know. I really don't know what that was about, but that was like my really weird experience. I would say like so far that's my first and only really weird experience. Being pregnant. It was like having that random man freaking touch my belly and be like, this is for good luck. Like, what do you mean this is for good luck? Like, what? Why are you touching my belly? Anyways, that was weird. But yeah, so I did the glucose test, and luckily, thank goodness, all the results came out good. I do not have diabetes. My iron is fine. Like, all the tests were fine. So I'm super thankful for that. I am going to be having, I really need to stop with the brow freeze. Like, one thing about the brow freeze, you guys, is you need to put it on quickly and leave it alone so that you're not like trying to put more and more on as it dries, because it dries pretty quickly, because then you're just like caking it on and it looks weird. So that's one thing about that. I'm still learning how to use it. I recently got this product, so I am still learning how to use it. Bear with me. It's basically giving like brow lamination vibes, honestly. That's really what it's giving, and that's why I love it, because your girl loves a brow lamination. But I don't have brow lamination every whatever money, you know what I mean? Like, what is it, like every 4 weeks brow lamination, brow tint? I ain't got that. Like, I'm about to have a baby. Okay, I need to not. But anywho, so yeah, so that was like super, super weird, you guys. Like, but what else? Okay, here's the brow pencil, the brow pen. Like, should I just try it? Like, I don't know. Let's just try a few little strokes and see what it's talking about. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna try to like fill in a little bit the bottom, like the ends of my eyebrows, and we're just gonna see, because I watched a video of like this chick doing it, and she's like, yeah, I just fill in a little bit on the ends of my eyebrows, and then, you know, I don't really fill in too much in the front. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll just see what it looks like in the end after the full makeup look is complete. That's also one thing about makeup, is like, you could look really crazy during the process. Like, you could look wild, and then at the end you're like, okay, like that actually came out fire, you know? So that is also one thing that I like about makeup, is like the transformation process. It's pretty fun, you know? Like, it's pretty fun. Makeup is like literally a hobby for me as well. And I dig it. I dig just playing around with it. One thing I want to get better at is like eyeliner. Like, I love eyeliner. There's something really fun about it. And yeah, I want to get better at it. Oh my goodness, I didn't tell you guys, but because we wanted to make sure everything was okay. But in the beginning, I would say I feel like it was when you do your first huge, like the anatomy ultrasound. That, so we did the anatomy ultrasound, you guys, and oh my gosh, we had a scare. We literally had a scare. So we did the anatomy ultrasound, and then literally like 2 days later, or like, no, okay, the same day or something, we got like some sort of like note back or something, and it said something a little scary, right? Excuse me. So then I like look it up, and I don't have my phone out, or like I'm recording on my phone, so I don't have my phone, but I would tell you guys exactly what it was called. But it's basically where the umbilical cord isn't placed directly to my placenta, I believe. I'm pretty sure, like in the middle. It's not placed directly in the middle of my placenta, which is not the best. Like, my umbilical cord is slightly askew. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Guys, on top of that, it was saying that like our baby's head circumference was like below average, but like it didn't say it like that. It said it in some medical terms, you guys. And so we were like freaking out, like, what does this mean? Like, is our baby okay? Like, what's happening, you know? And so then we literally had to wait, because then after your anatomy ultrasound, like the next like day or two, it's like after 1 day or 2 days, I think it was 2 days, then your doctor calls you and goes through all the different results, because like they're giving you everything, like the freaking length of the legs, the length of the, like, it's just like full anatomy and like all the numbers, and like it's all in like medical terms. So we're like, what are we even looking at, you know? So it can be a bit scary, and it was, because they tell you like what's an average or whatever. And so some of our, sizes were not in the range of like average, dude. So we're like, oh my gosh, but then like majority things were. So it was just a lot. Like, I'm probably confusing you guys right now, and that's like half of how confusion I was when I was looking at it. Doctor calls us, and she's like, you know, do you have any concerns? And I was like, well, yes, actually, like, I definitely have some concerns. Like, what is it saying about the, you know, marginal, whatever it was called, like the thing with my placenta and the umbilical cord, and then what's up with the baby, some of the parts of our baby not being average, you know, like, what is this saying? And then she was totally like reassuring, and then she just told us that actually a lot of people, you know, go through this, where their umbilical cord is not in the center of their placenta, and although that can have some worrisome, effects, I wasn't in the range of like where my actual umbilical cord was. I wasn't in the range of them worrying. It was slightly askew, but nothing, too crazy. So that was really good. And then in terms of the parts where our baby was below average, so like for instance, our baby's head is below average, and so that's something that scared us, because like basically the baby's head was below average, but every other part of our baby was perfect. And so she was like, that's just, like in the real world, there's smaller people, larger people, and average people, and so not everyone can be average. And me and my man are both on the, I would say, like smaller scale of people. Like for women, like I'm only 5 feet. I'm literally only 5 feet. So I'm a pretty small woman. And then Michael, I would say he's a pretty, he's a shorter man as well. He's 5'7", 5'6", or 5'7". And yeah, so we're pretty like, smaller people. We're built also smaller. And so that also makes sense of why we might have a small baby. So, and that's not always the case. Like just because you're small or you may be a bigger person, you can have a small baby and be a big person, and be like, vice versa. But it's just not surprising that we would have a smaller baby. So she was saying, like, since all the rest of our baby's body parts are like perfect, and it's just the head that's a bit small, like this is totally okay, you know what I mean? Not everyone can be average is what she was saying. So she's just gonna have a little bit of a smaller head. And so, oh my goodness, when we heard this, we were just like, okay, like, that sounds good. We were definitely super worried, because like, how are you gonna tell us in the notes and then make us wait like 2 whole days to like confirm that everything's okay, you know what I mean? So like that was a bit hard. But so that was basically what kind of happened somewhat recently, you guys, and a little scared. So there's just so much in like pregnancy that you have to just go through. Like as much videos as I watched, like there was no amount of videos that was gonna prepare me for just going through this process myself, honestly. Like there's no amount that is gonna fully prepare me, I should say. Like there's just things that you just have to go through, and this was definitely one of those things. Because hearing about someone else's journey, let's say if they were talking about the umbilical cord not being exactly where it should be, like I wouldn't have been able to fully comprehend like the emotions and feelings that I would feel during my own during my like having to deal with it myself. So that's definitely something that's a little difficult, is that there's only so much that you can get from the internet. There's only so much that you can get from others. When it comes to pregnancy, some stuff you really just have to go through yourself. Okay, so definitely I'm loving this brow, and this brow, it's giving caterpillar. Like it's giving I put too much product over there. So what we're gonna do is kind of just leave it for now, and I'm gonna move on, and then we'll see what concealer can do for it. And then so for the concealer, I use the Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint, you guys. I honestly love this stuff. I at first was gonna get the Fenty Beauty, I can't really remember what it was called, but it was more full coverage. But then my sister like told me like, girl, you don't even, which is really true, like she's like, you don't even like full coverage, like you want to freaking have your freckles showing and the whatnot. And I was like, you know what, like you're actually really right, you're really right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, I didn't shake it before, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a nice good shake. You know what I find so strange is that like, because you hear like, this is such a thing that you hear like in pregnancy, is like people talking about like, oh, like you're gonna have these pregnancy cravings and you're gonna have these pregnancy cravings, or like I had these and I had these. But like I feel like I really haven't had like any weird cravings. Like I kind of wanted to, not gonna lie, just because like you hear about it so much, and like why would I not want to have some like weird craving? Like I'm trying to eat pickles and like hot Cheetos, you know what I mean? But no, I feel like I really haven't had any major cravings, which is interesting. Like there's like times where I'm like, oh yeah, I need me a McDonald's breakfast sandwich. Like I want it really, really bad. But it's not like, I don't know how they make it seem, and I don't know if that's just my experience so far, or if that's like kind of the consensus for everyone, but then they kind of put dub on it and make it seem like they have to have like whatever it is like right now. I don't know, but I haven't felt like that. Like, even though if I'm craving that McDonald's breakfast sandwich, I could definitely still wait. It's not like, oh my god, like I need it now, give it to me now vibes. So I don't know about that, but I just thought that was interesting, you know, that's something interesting during my pregnancy that wasn't like what I heard. So I thought I'd share that. And what else, you guys? Oh my gosh, you know, some things though, like definitely there's things where like I cannot bear it though. Like I literally want to throw up and freaking die. Like, okay, so I make a lot of rice sometimes for like, you know, different dinner meals and whatnot, different meals. And oh my gosh, sometimes the rice, you know, you make your rice and then you have leftovers. Maybe I have like a little bit of rice left over, not enough to really kind of keep and put it into a container in the fridge. And so I'll just forget about it and I'll have left it in the freaking rice cooker, right? And I'll come back to it in 3 days or whatever it is. And it's just, first of all, what just happened there? It's literally like, it stinks, you guys. Like I cannot deal. It'll literally stink. Like so bad. Like I've literally thrown up. I've literally thrown up from the smell of the rice in the rice cooker, you guys. Like that is just, it makes me cringe just thinking about it. It makes me cringe. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing, you guys, is the freaking Brow Freeze product is not liking my Fenty Beauty blur tint. Like it's not jiving well at all. It's kind of caking up a little bit and creating a really weird look. And it's also like spreading apart. Like the foundation is spreading apart as well, which is really weird. Like that's so weird. So in future, I'm gonna have to make sure that I either wipe off all the blur tint off my face, like, because that part of it, I kind of get part of the blur tint on my actual forehead and not just on my brows. And I am thinking that moving forward, I'm gonna have to make sure I wipe it all off. I'm also so excited, like so excited, because my man's last day of the work week is today, and I just miss him so much because he's literally gone from like freaking 5:30 in the morning till like 6 p.m. every day, and that just sucks. It just sucks, you know, especially because we came from working together on our business, our Airbnb cleaning business. Like we started dating and then like we made a business and we were literally working together for like 2 years, like almost 3 years or something like that. And you know, like now it's like being with each other every day and then like not being with each other all week. Like that just kind of sucks, especially because like we're besties. Like we're the type of people where like some people are like, oh yeah, like I'll totally be down to like have my space and like, you know, go to work and come back. It makes us feel better, we jive better, whatever. No, like me and him are the type where it's like we would prefer to be together, to be honest. Like we would prefer to be around each other more often. That's just our vibe, you know. Everyone has like whatever works for them, so no judgment, but that's what we would really prefer. Again, why I'm working so freaking hard on my platforms, because I want to be able, I want that again, you know. Like I want us to be able to be together as much as we want to be together, you know what I mean? I think that's what makes our relationship thrive. Like, all right, now let's go ahead and get into some concealer. I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I recently started with this. I was using, I'll show you guys, I was using the, who's this by? It's like a, oh, Milani. I was using the Milani concealer, you guys. The Conceal and Perfect one, long wear concealer. There's really nothing wrong with it. I honestly really loved that concealer as well, but I recently wanted to go ahead and try this one because I was running out of the Milani one, and I was like, all right, it's time to give something else a try. And I've just heard great things about it. And like I said, I really actually love makeup, so I always want to try new products and just like play around. So that's why I decided to go ahead and give it a try, and I'm honestly loving it. I feel like it works really well on my skin and compliments me a lot. I feel like I actually picked a good color. That's another thing that I was like, that would like worry me, or like not worry me, but scare me when I was like starting makeup, was the fact that like, how do you know what colors to get? Like when you're in the store, like that's hard because like, I don't know, it's just a little intimidating. But practice makes perfect, you guys, honestly. Like, we can't be scared out here to just try things. And I know it's like obviously scary because you don't want to waste your money, but a lot of places will let you return it if you got the wrong color, and like you can just get a different color even though it's already open. And I am a gal that likes to, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put my little tendrils back, but I am a girl that likes to carve out her cheekbones. So I'll kind of carve it out with the concealer and make it lighter, and then I'll go in with the bronzer so it helps my cheekbones pop, but then it gives me some light underneath. We will just start with spreading out this concealer. Also, you guys, so I went to the doctor's for my 27th week appointment, and I got a kick count card. And everyone that I've talked to already that's had babies is like, what? Like, that is something new. Like, what is that? And so apparently it's something new that they're starting, but literally starting next week, or literally in like 2 days for me or whatever it is, starting on the 28th week, I have to start recording like every time a baby kicks. So it says kick count instructions. An easy way to check the health of your baby is to count the number of times the baby kicks once each day. At the same time every day after you've eaten, record the amount of time it takes for your baby to kick 10 times. So that's something that I'm gonna be starting to implement to my schedule, starting in just a few days, honestly, probably starting on Monday. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting, especially because everyone that I've talked to that has had babies so far, they're like a bit, they're older than me, like by like at least 10 years. So there's that, but they never heard of that. Like they didn't have to do that. So I just thought that was interesting. Do you have any of you guys heard of it? Like, are any of you pregnant mommies doing that? Or did you have to do that? Because, yeah, just thought that was pretty interesting. Also, you guys, I also received a paper on my 27th week. And I'm honestly really stoked and really excited about it. It's this paper that I'm gonna have to fill out and bring back, and it's basically talking about like delivery and like what I want. So it says coping with labor, like do I want the lights dim, do I want music played on a device that I'll bring, do I want staff assistance and managing visitors during my stay. And so I'll just check off like everything that I want, so they'll know what I want and they know what I don't want. And then there's like, what coping methods do you prefer? And you know what, that was super funny. There's one on here that says, I don't want to be offered pain medicine. Even if I seem uncomfortable, I'll ask for it if I need it. Like, period. That's literally what I'm going to be checking off, because I'm really, like, I'm going to, like, please, Lord, but have a natural birth. And so I do not want them trying to give me medicine, even if I look uncomfortable. Like, let me, you know, sit in my uncomfortability and really push this baby out. So there's that. And also there's just like other questions like Like, do I want tools such as a warm shower or a bath? You know what I was wondering about that one? Like, is that them asking me, like, if I want, like, a water birth? Or are they just saying, like, do I want them to, like, maybe have a bath or a shower ready for me just in case, like, I need it? Like, what's the difference? Because I also really do want to have a water birth on top of the natural birth. I think that's gonna, like, set me up for success. Because I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but honestly, like, going, like, if you ever had cramps before, like on your period, or if you ever had like a tummy ache and you take like a nice warm bath and you just sit there for a while, like, you honestly feel better. Like, even like I've had like really bad migraines, sometimes it don't work, but I've had really bad migraines, and like sometimes I'm able to just sit in a bath and like I'll feel better while I'm in the bath. Like, honestly, like, there's something about a bath personally that like takes some of my pain away and helps me relax. And so I definitely want a water birth while I am giving birth. So we're going to see if that's, you know, going to be able to happen for me. I heard that it is, but I am not 100% sure. As you see, like, I'm going through the process right now of like getting all of the things in place for what I want for my delivery. So I'll be finding out shortly. And I actually just emailed my doctor today because I heard that it's, you know, just, I don't know why, but it's literally different for like almost everyone. Like, what's up with that? But like, how many people you can have in the delivery room with you. So I emailed her like, a quick question, like, how many people can I have in the delivery room? You know what I mean? And so I haven't checked my email yet, but I'm really hoping that it's like at least 4. I'm hoping it's 4. Like, I really want it to be 4 people so I can have Mike's mom, Mike, and my parents in there. But, you know, we'll see what happens. So fingers crossed for me, because if not, like, if it's only like at least one person, like, they better be doing one person. Because I know for some people during COVID, you know, like, well, almost everyone during COVID, like, you couldn't have anyone. Like, I would literally cry. Like, how are you gonna tell me I can't have anyone during my birth? Like, that's like trash, dude. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. I went ahead and just finished off camera, and I did my hair just in a quick little style, nothing too crazy. I honestly really like how it came out, you guys. Like, okay, like, I tried something new with the brows, love. I tried something new with the eyeshadow, love. So this is your cue to try something new with your makeup or with anything, you guys. Just give it a go and see how it comes out. Like, I'm honestly found a new everyday look. Love that for me. I really thank you guys for watching this video and for just hearing my pregnancy update and what I'm gonna be doing for my delivery. Stay tuned for more videos, you guys. I have been so consistent and I am so proud of myself. I am about to make an income, okay? Livable income from these social media platforms, baby, period. Also, stay tuned for the reveal of what the gifted collab is that I got from this brand, you guys. I'll give you a hint. It is from a maternity brand. Super exciting. I honestly ran out to catch the sun and shot some content for it right now, so that was super exciting, and I am just overjoyed, like, by all the blessings, you know, and all the hard work that I'm putting into this. Like, it feels really good to chase my dreams and to really give it that effort that it deserves. And yeah, my loves, so stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys again for watching, and subscribe, you guys. Subscribe, comment, like, show love, okay? I need to know if you guys like it or not. See you later.